We're fucking live. Won't keep you guys waiting any longer. Ariel's here. Leah's here. Thanks to Leah sending me an article about particle accelerator in Melbourne. Now, you can link that, the conspiracy behind CERN is that it creates earthquakes at its antipode in Fiji when it beam dumps. Right? I'm going to cut straight to the chase here. So Leah sends me this article about this compressed a miniature particle accelerator, and it's the CLIC. It's a CLIC program at the Australian synchrotron, and it's what is this thing? Let's see here. And I'll show you this article real quick. We'll go over this article. Okay. So accept cookies.
A system for developing and testing particle accelerators has arrived at the university from CERN in Switzerland. The MELBOX is now settling in. The particle accelerator test system was sent from the European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN, in Switzerland. Dubbed the MELBOX, the new system is one of two X-Box 3 test systems at CERN. X-Box 3 is the third version of CERN's high-frequency, X-band, test system. It was developed as part of the CLIC program to build a compact linear collider. A research team led by Dr. Susie Sheehy will investigate how to use the MELBOX to make particle accelerators smaller, cheaper, and more reliable. Particle accelerators are used in high-energy particle colliders to find out what happens when subatomic particles hit each other. The same technology can be used to make miniature particle accelerators with industrial and medical applications. For example, they are used in X-ray scanning devices in ports and airports. And they are part of the equipment used in all radiotherapy treatments. The MELBOX, which weighs around 7 tons, was unloaded from 2 trucks by crane. Dr. Sheehy has a crane operator license so that she can move equipment, but this time she and Dr. Matteo Volpi supervised rigging company Millennium Rigging to do the job. CERN sent the equipment as part of an agreement coordinated by Professor Jeffrey Taylor in 2019. This continues the university's long-standing relationship with CERN. In 2010, the university entered into an agreement to take part in the CLIC program. Associate Professor Roger Russell signed the agreement with CERN on behalf of the Australian Collaboration for Accelerator Science. This collaboration involves the University of Melbourne, the Australian National University, the Australian Nuclear Science and Technology Organisation, and the Australian Synchrotron. Senior researcher Dr. Matteo Volpi used the X-Box 3 in his research at CERN, where he was based for several years. With help from his CERN colleagues, he packed up the system, including the components, around 1 kilometer of cables, and the computer that controls the equipment. He even brought the keyboard and mouse, so he could replicate the original setup as closely as possible. The equipment left CERN in September 2020 and arrived at the university in January 2021. It was delivered to a laboratory in the basement of the David Caro building, which houses the School of Physics. This area of the building is radiation shielded by walls made of meter-thick concrete. Components that were too large or too heavy to be moved down the stairs or in the lift were lowered into the basement of the David Caro building. The lab space will be renovated to fit the MELBOX. This requires the research team to run detailed simulations to show that the concrete walls meet the standards of Australia's radiation protection authorities. Next, the team will test the hardware and software to ensure that nothing was damaged in transit. The MELBOX will be unpacked, installed and tested over the next few months. They can then start conditioning the radiofrequency cavity. The cavity is where high-power radiofrequency waves generate extremely high electromagnetic fields. Subatomic particles are carried by these waves, gaining speed and energy. To prepare the cavity for this extreme environment, it must be conditioned. This is done by gradually increasing the energy field applied to the surface, monitoring its performance, and making adjustments as necessary. This process, which takes several months, ensures that the device can withstand the high energy fields used in normal operation. The MelBOX is expected to be operational by the end of 2021. Moving day involved a team from the university and the shipping company, wearing orange shirts. From left to right, Sebastian Di Girolamo, Dr. Matteo Volpi, Professor Susie Sheehy, PhD student Scott Williams and Professor Roger Russell. Images, Matteo Volpi. Related items. TED Talk, Dr. Susie Sheehy on the case for curiosity-driven research. Dr. Susie Sheehy explains how many of our modern technologies come from curiosity-driven research. Pursuit, from gravitational waves to mobile phones, 50 years of physics. Learn more about 4 physics discoveries that have changed the world. Pursuit, finding dark matter in the dark. In a laboratory 1,000 meters below ground in a gold mine, Australian physicists are uniquely...
Stop. Fuck, okay. Okay. This was on... Okay, so it arrived in, was it January, right? Okay, so it's operational by now. And you guys familiar... Some of you guys are familiar. Ariel Allman, you're familiar with my research into CERN and the geoelectric field and the Schumann and everything. So, okay, so when they get done with an experiment or whatever the fuck they say they're doing, it's called a beam dump. And I haven't found if they got their operations online like they do with Vistars with CERN, like this beam setup is going here, and on the LS Large Hadron Collider page 1, and it's enabled. So the antipode where the beam dump comes out for, and we'll have to go to LSU beam dump, and this comes on when it dumps the LSC beam 1 and beam 2. It doesn't tell you what last dump is, but I've never seen this have anything on it ever, because it only happens within a few seconds, and then they turn it off. Awake is not going. There's really nothing going on. Clear. Okay, the drive beam cholesterons are pulsing. Necessary drive beam valves open. This is critical here because, okay, Elena's was operational, doing something. Okay, so anyway, and looking at the VLF, what we got here is high frequency background noise. Nothing going on there but that 50 hertz steady signal. Nothing for these are daily strips, electric field. So nothing since the 23rd, earlier today, a little spike. But you see, back when on the 19th, prior to the 19th, that hard spike, that's coming off of CERN. Now that's relating to the beam dumps coming out into Fiji region. See this 50 hertz, and I'll get to this 50 hertz steady signal. I found out some more information about that. It increases cellular growth. I mean, dermal growth in humans, along with the sedation effect. But looking at these charts, CERN's really not doing any very much here. To see these very large spikes, that's CERN. That's not natural. That's going way up past 34 hertz in the magnetic field. So they were operational earlier today. Might be coming back on today. That's the Schumann. And so anyway, let me show you. This is interesting. That right there doesn't look like any signature that's been coming around before. And it's there too on this chart. Really interesting signature. Never seen that before. So, oops, I'm previewing you too far ahead of myself. So, the beam dump from Melbourne, guess where it goes? Now, Fiji and Vanuatu is where this area right here on the map. Anywhere in this area is where the CERN's beam dump goes to, and I'll show you that diapode. Well, I don't need to show you that dipole. I know. I'll show you exactly where it goes. But anyway, this region here. Anyway, look where CERN's beam dump goes. Real close to Las Palmas. If you put a degrees of alteration on the beam dump coming out of Melbourne, you would be able to hit Las Palmas with it, because it only beam dumps within like 30 to 60 degrees. They don't do too much out of an angle out, because it wouldn't have any effect if it did that. It has to do with dipodal magnetics. Okay, if you know anything about dipodal magnetics and how they're studying that for heart surgery and heart attacks and stuff like that, to help people's hearts. Anyway, it has really to do with the fucking CERN and the geomagnetic field and the earthquakes and stuff. So this is the antipodal point, and that's the closest island to it, Las des Flores. Okay, but that antipodal point is not too far away from Las Palmas, not too far away from right here where Etna is. Okay, so now look at this. You guys see this? Where were we just looking at? Where were we just looking at? We were looking at right here, right off of Villa de Corvo, and we know that the beam dump from Melbourne's CERN device, this is 28 minutes ago, a magnitude 2.3. At what depth? 0 kilometers depth at sea level, at sea basin depth. 0 kilometers depth at basin depth. Does that mean that this thing is going to get active too? Because they're fucking shooting the goddamn beam fucking through the earth? Now, alter that beam. Who is in control? Who is in control of the fucking of the beam dump at this facility? Okay, 1 hour and 1 minute ago, 1 kilometer's depth. This This is Las Palmas earthquake. It's erupting. I've got all the erupting volcanoes marked on the map. Okay, and look at over here. Just an angle away with the beam dump from Melbourne, you get these volcanoes. These volcanoes will go to all. These are undersea seamounts right here that is having these earthquakes. And if I were to show you on Google Earth, you'd see the seamounts. 15 minutes ago, an hour ago. If this goes, y'all are in trouble. Do I got my mic on? Are you all seeing this? Do you know how serious this is? This is a fucking act of war. Who is in control of the fucking beam dump at Melbourne? Because we know the beam dumps cause earthquakes. Etna's erupting. Stromboli is erupting. There is this just all this I'll just put the eruptions on. There's an earthquake there. Looky here. Athens. Why? Look at this. 15 minutes ago, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 18 minutes ago. These are just the past 24 hours earthquakes on this map, guys. I want you to pay attention to this. These are all potential rift and eruption zones. This in Ethiopia, China, and I want you to see what's going on in China, right up and through here, right through the middle of China. All these yellows are 6 days, 2 days. Fiji area, that's past 2 weeks. We'll go to 24 hours. The beam dump from CERN, 48 hours. Past week, you can see CERN's active in this area right here. There's a volcano going off at Vanuatu. So this area here, and even New Zealand is in CERN in Switzerland's beam dump area. Notice the earthquakes in Melbourne. They say, I've got a recording that Leah sent me. They say it happened in the sky. It was up in the hills here, magnitude 5.9 and 4.1. There was also a quake in the middle of town that they're not showing anymore. There was one somewhere right here along Highway 50. Was it 50, I believe? Yeah, it was right here on Highway 50. There was a small earthquake that was on the map. It got removed somehow. Maybe it was on USGS that I was looking. One day ago, 17 hours ago, 18 hours ago, one day, 1 hour, 15 minutes ago, 2.8. So the earthquakes are still going on in this region of, it must be bouncing back. They're shooting a beam so so harmonically powerful that it's shooting back. And if you took the, okay, Gaffney's Creek, Mount Skeen, what's close to that? Woods Point, Gaffney's Creek, Australia. How about? Let's just go to Gaffney's Creek, Australia. Can I change this? Hold on, guys. Shit. What is near there? Melbourne. That's just places in the woods, but they're Matlock. Is it gonna give me Melbourne? It won't find a place here. Let me move the damn thing. This is not the map that I want. Shit. I'm trying to show you guys something here. It won't let me point and drag this stuff or change it. Coordinates, distances. But anyway, if they were aiming the beam at any of these places, it would come back probably at that spot there, right here where the earthquakes are occurring. Now, history archive. No. Refresh. Show all. Best week forever. So we know that CERN's operational because it's got shit out here. And I know over here. Oh, look. A 2.7 over there. There's earthquakes over here sometimes in the western part of Australia. But I don't believe Melbourne's had one for what? Ever? Okay, so Antipode. I spelled that wrong. Antipode of Switzerland is out there in the ocean. Okay, so there we go. This is the exact antipode of CERN, Geneva, Switzerland. Right here is the exact, the yellow place mark is the exact antipode, and the closest place is Chapman Islands. So anywhere in that area, they can angle. They can even hit Melbourne with it. Is that it? Where's that island at? Not on this map. Is it right here? Campbell. Auckland. I don't see any other little islands out here. Chatham. Is right there off the coast of New Zealand. It must be right there. Chatham Island, yeah. So anywhere, the angle can be anywhere from there. Look at New Zealand quakes. Look it up there. So anywhere within this area here, it can strike CERN can strike, pretty much, from, its given trajectory. And then you've seen okay. So also, I pulled a bunch of PDFs, compact linear collider, there's that one, design fabrication of high gradient testing of an X-band traveling wave, and I'm going to do some research into X-band traveling waves, X-band transverse deflection structure, to see how they're heating up high gradient issues in S-band RF accelerating structure for hadron therapy accelerators and radio frequency quadrupoles. Input to the snowmass process. CLIC study of a multi-tera electron volt linear collider.
CERN's foremost and most recent accelerator, the LHC, Large Hadron Collider, will probe the terascale energy region and provide a rich program of physics at a new, high-energy frontier. In this energy domain, the LHC will study the validity of the Standard Model and explore the possibilities for physics beyond the Standard Model. Models such as supersymmetry, extra dimensions, and new gauge bosons. The discovery potential is huge and will determine the direction of research for future high-energy colliders. Particle physicists worldwide, supported by the International Committee for Future Accelerators, ICFA-1, have reached a consensus that the results of the LHC must be complemented by experiments at a lepton collider in the teraelectron volt (TeV) range. The required beam collision energy range will be better defined as soon as physics requirements, based on the LHC results that will be obtained once substantial integrated luminosity has been accumulated, tentatively 2013 to 2015, are determined. The highest energy of lepton collisions achieved so far, 209 GeV, was reached with electron-positron collisions
Giga-electron volts.
collider, LEP, at CERN. Despite the 27 kilometers diameter of LEP, the beam energy was limited by synchrotron radiation losses, which were compensated for by the most powerful superconducting radio frequency (RF) system ever built, which provides up to 3,640 MV per revolution. Given that synchrotron radiation is inversely proportional to the bending radius and proportional to the fourth power of the particle mass, two choices are being explored to overcome this limitation and to provide the opportunity to build a terascale lepton collider. The first choice is to use muons with a mass 207 times larger than that of electrons, thereby mitigating the emission of synchrotron radiation. The feasibility of muon colliders is being studied, too. Scientists aim to address critical challenges including the limited muon lifetime, 2 microseconds in the laboratory frame, and production of muons in large emittances, which require the development of novel cooling methods. The second choice is to mitigate the bends of the particle trajectories in E+ linear colliders. Here, two opposing linear particle accelerators, LINACs, accelerate the particles to their final energy in one pass prior to beam focusing and collision in a central interaction point, IP, inside a detector. Since the successful development and operation of the 100 GeV SLAC linear collider, SLC-3, the only linear collider to have been built so far, researchers have carried out approximately 25 years of research and development, R&D, to explore various alternatives, greatly improving the design of future linear colliders and their potential performance. Global collaborations are currently developing 2 alternative technologies, each with a different energy reach. 1. Following an ICFA recommendation, 4, for a linear collider in the TeV range, the International Linear Collider, ILC, http://www.linearcollider.org, has aimed to achieve a collision energy of 500 GeV, which could be upgraded to 1 TeV. This collision energy is based on beam acceleration by RF superconducting structures. A reference design report for this project, 5, was published in 2007, and a technical design report is forthcoming in 2012. 2. The Compact Linear Collider, CLIC, study is exploring the possibility of extending the energy reach of linear colliders into the multi-TeV range by developing a novel technology, 2-beam acceleration, TBA. The feasibility of using such technology over a wide energy range, up to 3 TeV, is being studied by a worldwide multilateral collaboration. http://click-study.web/study/study-study/collaborations.htm that comprises 41 volunteer institutions from 21 countries. These two studies are complementary in designing the most appropriate facility to complement the LHC. By taking advantage of their many synergies, CLIC and ILC have formed a close collaboration that has proven very fruitful. A CLIC Conceptual Design Report 6 is being prepared. Included in the Accelerator section, Volume 1, are A. The feasibility results, which follow approximately 25 years of R&D on critical issues of CLIC scheme and technology. B. The concept of a linear collider in the multi-TeV range based on CLIC technology, along with a preliminary performance and cost estimate. And C. A description of the accelerator's subsystems. A technical design phase, including a project implementation plan with a tentative publication date of 2016, will be necessary to optimize the various systems, their large-scale industrial...
Okay, that's enough of that. Beam Dynamics newsletter, December 2013. Hideo Ono, president of Tokyo University, welcome Yoshiro Mori, Miyagi Prefecture. That's Japanese. 10/20, Monday, October 28th, 2019. Sendai International Center. Maybe. Huh. 29th. 28th. Got more here. Particle Accelerator Conference, Accelerator. They do all this. That is a weird page I found. Development of beam position monitor for co-propagating electron and proton beams. Test accelerator for linear collider. We're talking about tera electron volts here, guys. Beam dumping through into the earth. Now, whether they're doing it willy-nilly, high-power radio frequency solid-state amplifiers and combiners for particle accelerators, from module to system design. Lao Yong. Occupational exposure to extremely low-frequency magnetic fields and brain tumor risk in the INTEROC study. International Particle Accelerator Conference. IAEA Nuclear Energy Series. Decommissioning of particle accelerators. Why would Australia, Holy See, decommissioning this is a big freaking now, as you all know, the Hadron Collider in Texas, we don't know if it was operational or what, but we do know it never got finished being built because you can go there today and check out the skeleton of it. Okay, this is a page I found, the Accelerating Science, CLIC parameters and design, the CLIC X-band technologies. I'm going to research this. I haven't got a chance to yet. Objective of the X-band activity is develop a high gradient, high power X-band radio frequency system for the CLIC main Linux. The current focus is, constructing and operating 100 mega electron volt a meter prototype accelerating structures and establishing significant high power testing capability through klystron-based test stands. Additional activities include studies of the fundamental physics of high gradients, use of high gradient technology. I'm trying to get you guys a little understanding what kind of technology we're throwing around here to get this type of activity. This is 24 hours, guys. Four point eight, 4.8, 4.7, 4.8. This 4.9. This is signatures of the 5 mega. It only takes 4.8, I think, mega electron volts, and that's not tera electron volts, mega electron volts to get the resonant frequency for a 3.3 to a 4.9 earthquake, usually 4.8 or 3.8 or 3.3. What are we seeing here, guys? Threes and fours, 3.6, 3.5, 2.7. 2.5s, 3.6s, 2.4s, 1.9s. So they just have to have this thing barely on to get that shit. Now I want to show you something else. Do they have the earthquakes there? There's that 10 hours ago at 5.6. I've got all earthquakes on. That's 24 hours, 48 hours, past week. Maybe I got to go to USGS. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm kind of into this, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on here. Terrain, street, satellite. Okay, close. Okay, setting. 7 days, all magnitudes. Settings. See, there's New Madrid. And there is a called the I point this out. Okay, let me just show you a video of. First of all, let's look at La Palma real quick is live. Those the Aurora Borealis live. Okay, it's going. We got some solar activity. There's a live shot from La Palma. It's just spewing out, man. There's the same shot. There's the same shot. It's so dark you can't see it there. There's one. And there was a video I seen earlier of an explosion earlier of a shock wave. This is Mount Etna blowing on Tuesday. So if I would have found this out prior, I could have been tracking all these events happening. The Etna going off, I could have probably predicted that. But look at that. That's just like somebody's got a laser on the other side of this thing spraying. Have you ever guys seen plasma You guys seen plasma torches? That's what that looks like. That looks like a motherfucking plasma torch, dude. It looks like plasma hitting a reactive surface, and on the other side it's poking through and it's spewing plasma out, man. Look at that. I have never seen a fucking volcano look exactly like that. Not for 4 days. Hawaii doesn't even do that shit. And Hawaii goes off all the fucking time, guys. We're talking this volcano here hadn't gone off since what, the 50s, the 70s or something? And it wasn't even a big one. Can I screenshot AU, Holy See? What are you talking about, Leah? Oh my God, Australia, Holy See. I know who that is. What are you talking about? There's a man here in OZ that claims to be the Holy See. What are you talking about? What's the Holy See? What are you... Can I screenshot AU, Holy See? What are you talking about? Leah, I don't understand. Okay, I'm looking at chat here. Parkville, Melbourne is the uni. What? Australia's probably just a super volcano itself. Well, you know, the big rock that's in the middle of Australia, that tourist attraction, guys, that could very well be the cinder cone of a giant, pretty large volcano. Ancient volcano. Pope, AU is Australia. Why should I screenshot? Rewind the video and Uluru. Pope. Who gives a fuck about the Pope? We're talking about mad scientists fucking shooting a tera electron volt laser, a fucking energy beam through the fucking earth. Gonna take out the fucking east coast of United States, and everywhere this fucking tidal wave goes, it's not gonna be a tsunami. It's gonna be a fucking tidal wave. I don't get it. No, I'll have to talk to you later about it. I don't get what the fuck you're talking about. The Antichrist, what? Trump's probably the Antichrist. What do you guys think? I'll put the comments up here. So what do you guys think? Am I fucking crazy? I mean, are me and Dennis Nagel crazy? Am me and this software developer from the late 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, are we fucking nuts? Or do we know what we're talking about? Do you need me to pull up the conspiracy theories videos about CERN creating earthquakes with the beam dumps? Is that what you need? Exactly, Mission. Right, Ariel. So whoever's in control of these CERN facilities is fucking with the planet, guys. We cannot allow this to happen. We cannot. They're going to kill us all. Even if they are saving us from, what they're doing is saving their electronics from an EMP by buffering the geomagnetic field. And that's probably not what God wants right now. What God wants, or whatever the fuck the creator wants, to zap our electronics away from us so we can redo this fucked up shit with another technology, with a fucking a not harmful technology like this microwave radiation communications we have. And then you know about the nanoparticles in the roll up your sleever. That's synthetic toxins, man, killing people, and they're trying to cover this shit up. These people are complicit in genocide, and they're fixed to fucking create a global catastrophe not seen since the biblical times. I don't think you guys all understand what's going on here. Well, why I've been not live streaming for 2 weeks. Because I already fucking seen this shit. But it comes back to me, man. It was back when I was fucking 14 years old. That was a long goddamn time ago. I'm 43, man. I've done a lot of drugs since then. A lot of shit I can't remember. There's a lot of shit you can't remember immediately when you come back from an astral projection or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Trying to assimilate what dragons put in your fucking mind when you're astral traveling at 14 years old takes a lifetime, okay? But I've seen all this shit. I might be fucking crazy. I could be fucking crazy. You tell me I'm fucking crazy, but you watch, you wait. We live through this. You're going to say, Mission, you were fucking right about every last fucking thing that you did from September of 2020 to fucking now. Because I'm more sober than I've ever been. I'm off my fucking shot. I'm sober. I'm not drugged up on anything. I'm taking Vyvanse. But I take that in the morning, and whatever. I need to call Leah and see what she's going on about. Trump may be the Antichrist. He made the roll up your sleeve. He made the shot. He comes out and he says, I'm the one. He's look at how fucking he eats the fucking shit up, man. He eats the attention up. We got 2 watching. Everybody left. There was 6 motherfuckers in here just a minute ago until I started going off. I guess show's over, guys. That's the kind of love I fucking get. Whatever. I hope you guys on the East Coast are packing your shit. Because the 25th, I know the 25th, from tomorrow to the 26th, something is going to happen that leads up to something real fucking big. You wait. Oh, Soup, you just tuned in. You're going to have to rewind the video. This is the end of the video, dude. It's an hour and 1 minute, and I got to get off here. So rewind the video. I'm leaving this up because there's nothing on here. There's no medical misinformation on here. This wasn't one of my medical videos. But take a little red dot and slide it back to the beginning. Excuse the 8-minute fucking intro music, but whatever. You guys have a fucking good night. See why I've been live streaming? Because what I was going to show you guys was y'all know James Kaufman's World News Report Today. Go to World News Report Today on YouTube and watch his video from was it yesterday about the Wawa caldera in southern Rockies to the west a little bit. The Shield volcano in the middle of the United States was having aerial earthquakes. So whatever that means, maybe aircraft going up, I don't know. But they also said, Leah, that message from that guy that Leah sent me on Messenger said that there was earthquakes that was coming from the sky. It was coming from the sky. And he said it was HARP. But see, the CERN technology, HARP came out, it was way before CERN. but it's basically the same. It's particle acceleration, basically, except CERN was using the electronic, basically the same thing, electronic bolts shooting up in the atmosphere and bouncing off and hitting. But CERN can do it more precisely. Okay, the particle accelerators, beam dumps, can create what we're seeing at La Palma. HARP-like technology can set things off, let's say, but they can't do what we're seeing here. Whatever, if you guys, whatever. If you're on the East Coast, I sure hope this wakes you up in time for you to get the fuck out of the way. Because I know what's going to happen. A lot of Christians know what's going to happen, but it might not be what they think. This is man-made. Everything about the past 2 years is man-made shit. It's nothing. There will be no rapture in what you think rapture is. Not yet. It's not time yet. Ariel can attest to this. The planets aren't, the solar system's not in alignment for a rapture, so to speak. Maybe shortly after this, but it's not going to be the 25th. But something, man, I'm telling you, I've never seen a volcano do this. I don't think it's natural. And now I fucking know it's not. I fucking know it's not. Do what you want to, but I suggest you guys share this video, because I'm going to leave it up and I'm going to upload it to BitChute. I suggest you share this video to the highest ranking military and government officials you can in the United States and elsewhere, and let them know that these, especially the one in Melbourne, what it's doing now, these particle accelerators are extremely fucking dangerous in the wrong hands. And it seems to me like they're in the fucking wrong hands. But, you know, this is what they are planning on doing to us. We have to let them know that we fucking know. We fucking are wising up to this shit. At least the most fucking craziest motherfucking mentally retarded people with autism over there on BitChute. Fuck you, whoever said that I had autism. Fuck you in the ass, man. You're a fucking dipshit. I can't believe this fucking place. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I hope you all burn in hell. Except for my good friends here, y'all suck. Everybody watching, everybody fucking, y'all suck. Except for like Ariel, my good friends on text chat. Fuck. You guys don't have any clue what's fucking about to happen.